Hey all, just a quick little update what I've been up to, and also at the end I've got a question. I'm very interested in what people think. So I've been working on the side pods. This one is the driver's side. So as discussed before, doing it. An aluminium frame that bolts on, and underneath you can see we've got this sort of wing shape, which I've roughly based the dimensions of the curve on the old Lotus 78, 79 kind of thing. So this is the passenger side one. You can see how much room I have in my garage when all this is on. I can just squeeze my fat gut through. Radiators are going to sit in here. I say radiators, as discussed before, I've got a Hayabusa radiator which curves and fits there, and there's another smaller one which will fit straight across there. Hoping the combination is going to be enough. One of the things I want with this car is on the Exo Booster, the cooling is a little bit marginal, and if I get caught in traffic on a hot day, which obviously as time goes on is more and more likely, the temperature is really marginal. Sometimes I have to stop for a little while because it can't quite hold the temperature down. So I want to make sure I don't have the same with this. The pipe's going to be running down here into the engine there. I've also been doing quite a lot of 3D printing. So rear arches, obviously it's just sat here at the moment, I've 3D printed, you can see, in a whole load of sections. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. Then what I'm doing is on the, hang on a minute, let's get this off. So I'm skinning the inside with fiberglass to make it nice and strong, and the outside will be skimmed with carbon, of course, to give it that blingy look. For the front wing, so that's the first front wing I made. If you remember, I used 3D print as a sort of a buck. So for the second front wing, I thought, why am I bothering using the 3D as a buck? Why not just 3D print and do the same as I have for the rear wing? So you can see again where sections of 3D print. I've got a new 3D printer that would print 30 centimeters high, so I can do them in little sections. And I've just lined this again, skinned it, and the outside would be carbon. It's already like really quite rigid like that, so I think we're going to be okay. Obviously, as always with these things, if you see me going down a route that you've gone down and failed, please tell me, and if it's a case of a failure and you've got a tip to make sure I don't fail, brilliant. Or if it's a failure and you know there's no way around it, also please let me know, so I'm not going off down some tangents that are going to cause me a headache in the long run. I'm trying to show you the basic sort of shape down the side, but I've got so little room it's quite difficult really. You kind of get an impression maybe like that. Obviously this will have a top to it. For the radiators, the air will be coming in here, you know, through the whole of this gap. And what I'm going to do is have those, you know, like the little vent things where you have lots of them in a row to let the air out. Again, I've been looking at all sorts of stuff, and you let the air out on the top or the sides. The Radicals have quite a big chunk out the sides, but I kind of thought, I think I'd rather have the air coming out, and then I can try and get it going, shooting off the back as it were. Right, but this is my main question to you. I was stood looking at this, so the back end thing here, thinking, well, I've got this bar down here, But if thinking of the diffuser, obviously the earlier you can get it coming up, the better. So I'm thinking that bar, is there any reason why that bar, in fact it might be better, so if that bar was across here, then that would perhaps support those mounts better. But then these are a little bit in free space. But if it's across there, obviously I can start the diffuser in the middle sooner and have that, you know, where the middle one comes up higher. At the moment, I keep looking at it, and sometimes I have these ideas, and I will just, each time I'm out here, I will have a little sort of scratch my chin and a think. Now, I can't think of a reason not to have a bar there and chop that away. Am I missing something? If I do that, am I going to cause myself a problem? I'll have to move this slightly because obviously that's sort of welded on there and it would need to be welded there. So this will still come down. So we'll have a joint here with triangle, triangle, triangle. But it will have still be joined onto there to stop it going up. So have I missed anything? So I've been umming and ahhing about this one for probably 2 weeks. Anyway, that's the big question. Please, either way, what do you think? Should I move that there so as I can have more diffuser earlier on, or do I leave it put? One of the things with this is, and it goes down to the powder coat or paint thing, because of course at the moment I'm erring towards the side of powder coat. If I do that, I really don't want to be chopping the chassis around at a later date, because you just never get the powder coat kind of matching. You know, in a way I thought, well, it's something I leave till later, get it on the road and see how it goes, blah blah blah. But then if it's powder coated, I don't want to be chopping it around. So is the answer leaving it, get the chassis painted, not powder coated, so as I can do changes? I don't know, so many options. Anyway, there's my short and sweet little update. And like I say, that's the thing that, it's not quite been giving me sleepless nights, but that's the thing that has been randomly coming in my mind sometimes when I'm watching the TV or something and mulling it over. And ordinarily, like I've said to you before, I can kind of picture how these things will work. And that one, I don't know, maybe I should do another 3D print of the chassis. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, please, let's have your thoughts. And that's it for this little update. Bye.